DPW's budget, first of all, we're proud to align and support Mayor Sheffield's Rise Higher platform and vision to lift neighborhoods, improve the quality of life, ensure equity for all of our residents. DPW's fiscal year 2027 budget includes funding to ensure that our neighborhoods remain clean and that they're appropriately maintained, and that we're performing our construction work on streets in a manner that takes into account all users of the public right of way. DPW's budget includes funding to increase multiple services, including aggressively addressing and eliminating a backlog of 6,300 sidewalk-related requests that existed on January 1st of 2026. I just want to real quickly, I know we have a couple new council persons, just provide a organizational structure for DPW. DPW has four core divisions that are four divisions that provide core services to our residents. Our solid waste and street maintenance divisions are led respectively by Superintendents William Collins and Patricia Henderson. Our city engineering division, which is responsible for maintaining the public right of way, as well as the designing and managing all of our major road construction projects, is led by city engineer Richard Doherty. Our traffic engineering division, led by Prasad Nana Panini, also includes our traffic engineering sign shop, which is responsible for fabricating and installing all of the parking and traffic control signs throughout the city. And we have a complete streets unit led by Deputy Director Christina Peltier. That's responsible for ensuring that all of our construction projects are again designed and implemented in a manner that ensures that all users of the public right of way, albeit whether they're operating vehicles, riding buses, pedestrians walking, individuals in wheelchairs, but ensuring that all of our projects are designed in a manner that is safe and accessible for all users of the public right of way. And our Complete Streets unit is also responsible for providing planning and outreach for all of our streetscape projects. And also within DPW Solid Waste Division budget or Solid Waste funded budget is the Greater Detroit Resource Recovery Authority that's led by Director John Primack, who reports directly to the Chief Operating Officer. And Gidger is responsible for everything associated with disposal of all solid waste, including landfilling, trash and bulky items, as well as the processing of recyclables and the composting of yard waste that's collected separately. Just a brief high-level summary of DPW's budget. Our budget for fiscal year 2027 is $212 million, roughly $40 million increase from the current year's budget. Our total number of FTE positions decreases from 485 to 485 from 522 in the current fiscal year. DPW's budget is broken down into four separate fund budgets. Our general fund budget this year is $3.4 million, with no change in the number of budgeted FTE positions. Our street fund budget this year is $136 million, just under a $42 million increase from our current fiscal year budget. Our Metro Fund, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. The budget for 2027 is $8 million, increase of just under $5 million from the current year. And then our solid waste budget this year has decreased from 71 million to 64.6 million, with a net reduction of 40 positions in our solid waste fund. I do want to point out that even though we're reducing the number of solid waste funded budgeted positions by 40, 22 of those positions are being transferred to the street funded budget to cover our street sweeping operations. So this reduction is in terms of solid waste FTE positions is not going to correspond with any reduction in solid waste related services. And I also just want to point out that by reducing, when DPW went to weekly collection of yard waste, bulk and recycling 2 years ago, it required a supplement from the general fund budget to cover all of our costs. this reduction in the solid waste budget by $7 million, so $6.5 million, will help towards reducing the amount of general fund subsidy for the solid waste fund. So just a little detail about the respective budgets, starting first with Fund 1000, our general fund budget. As I indicated earlier, it's a $3.4 million budget in fiscal year 27, funds 30 FTE positions. Mainly it funds DPW administrations, operations, as well as the right-of-way permit operations that are provided by our city engineering division. Through the permit fees collected, we're anticipating generating $5.2 million in revenues in fiscal year 27, enough to more than offset our expenditures in the general fund budget. Funds 3301 and 3304 are our street fund budgets. 3301 is the operating component, and 3304 is the street fund capital budget. In fiscal year 27, our street fund budget is going to be $136 million, a 41.6 million increase over the current year's budget. This budget increase doesn't align with additional state revenues that are anticipated from the state increase, from the increase in the state fuel tax, as well as the state's creation of a new marijuana tax. Street funds are used to fund all of the activities in the public right-of-way, including road repairs and repaving, snow and ice removal, bridge repairs, street sweeping, pothole repairs, city tree damaged sidewalk repairs, as well as maintaining traffic signals and signs. As I indicated earlier, the street fund budget does include transferring residential street sweeping from solid waste to the street fund and the 22 positions that went along with that particular operation. Continuing the street fund, 355 FTE positions are included in our fiscal year 27 street fund budget, an increase of 3 compared to the current year's budget. Some of the capital projects that are planned for this year include resurfacing or paving 27 miles of residential streets and paving 17 miles of major thoroughfares, installing 300 new speed humps, installing ADA compliant ramps, and replacing damaged sidewalk and curb along any newly resurfaced roads. And just want to point out that the sidewalk work that's done in conjunction with our road paving projects is separate and in addition to the sidewalk work that we're going to be doing to address the backlog of 6,300 requests. The street fund budget also includes or anticipates transferring $25 million to DDOT to offset some of their operational expenditures or operational expenses. And some of the capital streetscape projects planned for 2026-27 are new streetscapes on Livernois from McNichols to Clarita, which is going to be an extension of the original streetscape on Livernois, as well as West Grand Boulevard from Cass to Rosa Parks. And both of these streetscapes are predominantly funded with grant funds that we receive at the state and federal level. Fund 3301 is our Metro Fund. And these are the funds that the city receives from telecommunications firms for allowing them to have their assets, their wires and cables in the city's right of way. $8 million will be available in fiscal year 27, and these funds will be solely used to eliminate the backlog of 6,300 residential sidewalk-related requests that existed on January 1st of 2026. And our focus this season is going to be addressing the backlog of sidewalk complaints in front of occupied houses. Fund 3401 is our solid waste fund. I mentioned earlier, the total budget is $64.6 million, a $6.7 million decrease from the current year's budget. And I just want to state again that we're really happy with the fact that we're able to reduce the amount of general fund subsidy that's going to be needed to ensure that we can continue to provide the same level of service to our residents at curbside, and continue providing the weekly collection of trash, recyclables, yard waste, as well as bulky items. There are 100 budgeted FTE positions in the solid waste fund, a decrease of 39.5 from the current year's budget. The solid waste fund budget also includes $50 million for all of the disposal and processing services provided by the Greater Detroit Resource Recovery Authority. And as indicated earlier, this fund also provides the funding to residents by our contractual trash haulers, and again, including trash, bulk, yard waste, and recyclables. 2 years ago, City Council approved an increase to the solid waste fee. At that time, the annual cost of residents was $240. City Council approved 3 years of $10 increases, and it went from $240 to $250 in fiscal year 25, and then $260 in the current fiscal year. And then that solid waste fee to our residents will be increased to $270 in fiscal year 2027, generating about an additional $2 million in revenue in the solid waste fund. As of today, 103,000, roughly 48% of our residential households have opted into our curbside recycling program. Those numbers continue to go up. We have a very robust team that's dedicated in terms of providing outreach to inform residents of the benefits of participating in recycling. So we fully expect for those numbers to continue to rise. And in the current fiscal year, City Council added $500,000 to our budget to expand the number of containers that we have along commercial corridors. We began a pilot this year that included adding additional trash cans, but also more importantly, recycling cans at several bus stops. And with the $500,000 that council added to our budget this year, and you can expect to see contracts for new containers in front of this body, hopefully within the next 3 to 5 weeks. It's going to allow for an additional 450 containers to be placed along commercial corridors throughout the city. 300 of those containers will be recycling containers and 150 additional trash containers that'll go at additional bus stops. I just want to take the opportunity to thank Councilmember Callaway for initiating that effort. We've had a very successful pilot program. I've been very pleased with how folks are using the recycling containers that we place along the commercial corridor. So we're really looking forward to the expansion of that particular program. And I believe that is it. So I want to thank you for the opportunity to present, and hopefully we can answer any questions that you may have.